Okay, according to this, we are now live.
Woo!
One moment. Okay, looks like we're live again. So sorry about the last bit. I have no idea what went wrong. But we're back again. I'm not going to mess around with trying to get chat in there. So, sorry guys, for anyone who's watching this. And I just got the picture Sam sent of her cat.
Yep.
Hiding behind the computer. Okay, so, once again, this is Sea Cyclone here with my sibling Sam.
Hey there.
And we are here.
And a happy Ian chocolate bunny. Let's not forget him.
Yes, cannot forget the chocolate bunny.
Wilfred died for good causes. And he's still dying.
But for those of you who are watching in the future, you won't be able to see the live stream before this, which was just us trying to figure stuff out. Needless to say, things went wrong. But we're back again, and we're going to be reading Sailor Rainbow Over the Rainbow. And as always, a little disclaimer at the beginning. We are not here to discourage, we are here to provide help as needed. If you feel like we're being too harsh, please let us know. Call us out on that.
See.
So,
Wilfred also agrees.
What was that, Sam? I'm sorry.
Wilfred also agrees.
Now, would you like to start reading, or should I take over this part?
Can you? Because I'm eating.
Okay. Highly unprofessional, Sam. I expected
better.
Over the Rainbow, Chapter 1, The New Girl. A short Irish girl with ginger braids lifted water from a well. She wiped the sweat off from her forehead with her sleeve. Sure is hot today. Lydia, said a voice. Yes? Lydia turned around and her caretaker, Madame Indigo, walked towards her. What is it?
Hi, Alice.
Hello, Alice.
My chocolate bunny also says hello. His name is Wilfred. But anyways, continue the story, please. I am enjoying this.
Also, Meh, I saw you appear in chat. Are you still here?
Hello, Meh.
Let's see. Yes, Lydia turned around, and her caretaker, Madame Indigo, walked towards her.
Beautiful name.
Lydia, I must speak to you. She said.
I can't. No, stop. I heal.
It's beautiful.
Every part of my English writing skills and everything is just like, why would you do this?
Oh, Sam, it only gets better.
Nothing stops the hurt. Go on. Continue.
But
Read for me as I eat.
Lydia began. I need to finish my chores. You can finish that another time, Madame Indigo told her. This is more important. Come inside. There is something I need to show you. All right, Lydia said, following her inside the small house. What is
Dumping everything that she had in her arms, including the bucket of water that she worked so hard to get.
Yeah, just splashing that around. Do ye remember about the story of the Moon Kingdom? Madame Indigo asked. Yes, it's quite a story. Let's see, I don't think I have this set up on chat properly. Well, it's more than just a story, Madame Indigo said. It's real. True? Lydia furrowed her brow. How do you know? Because a little cat just told me.
A little cat. Why? The remainder of Wilfred, take away my hurt. Yeah. Chocolate helps everything. Don't let people lie to you. I'm so unprofessional.
Yes, very. A little cat, Lucky, Madame Indigo called in an orange and white cat with thick fur called, and an orange and white cat with thick fur approached them. "Hello, Lydia," he said. He sat down on his hind legs. He had a rainbow on his forehead, the poor cat.
Oh, thank you. Tell me if I start to sound better. 1 moment.
Yeah, there's a lot of fuzz on your end.
Do I sound better? Less fuzz?
Yes. I think you should be fine on stream.
Okay.
Okay, let's...
Continue.
"You can speak," Lydia exclaimed. "I..."
No shit.
Lucky nodded. "I need to be able to so I can train you." "Train me for what?" Lydia demanded. "The Moon Kingdom Madame Indigo told you about actually existed. Now listen closely. There are 5 Sailor Scouts in Japan in battle with Queen Beryl," he explained, "and you must help them. Long ago, Queen Beryl attacked the Moon Kingdom, and your mother, Queen Azure," still don't know how to pronounce that, "a friend of Queen Serenity, created the rainbow crystals to trap Beryl's 7 shadow warriors. Now she wants them back, and it's up to you that she does not get the crystals."
Wait, why is it just up to her, though? There's more Sailor Scouts, clearly.
Yeah, I know, and they handled it perfectly fine in canon.
Yeah.
But no, only her.
Only she.
Only she. "Is this for real?" "Yes, Lydia," Madame Indigo told her. "I found Lucky yesterday, and he told me all about it."
Okay, so you just found this cat yesterday, and just because he talks, you're going to believe him.
Well, I mean, a talking cat is pretty damning evidence.
No, but what about if it's like a magician and he's just trapped in that body right now? And he's saying anything.
Okay, later chapters, we see Lydia is such an Irish stereotype that she goes on and on about Lucky Charms and fairy tales. So,
Alice, if you're in chat, as soon as you heard Lucky Charm, you should have thought of Ladybug, so I hope you did. Sorry.
So you would
Other fandoms creeping in.
She would be more hesitant, as would Madame Indigo be, that this was a trick of the Fae.
They would. Like, there's so many stories and stuff for the Irish heritage about fairies and the Fae.
Oh, yes.
That you can't trust everything like that. Why would you trust everything like that?
I mean, even now, you don't have to believe in it, just don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
I think that's great advice for life. Okay, where was I? Oh, is this for real? Yes, Lydia, Madame Indigo told her. I found Lucky yesterday, and he told me all about it.
Bullshit.
How can I find the crystals? Lydia asked. Like this. And let me just...
By the way, really quickly, just as soon as we continue going, imagine Lucky's voice as Mike Myers. I know the Shrek voice that he did is Scottish, but just have that here, because I think it fits perfectly. Please, do it for me and my suffering.
Like this, Lucky grinned, and his rainbow birthmark began to glow. 2 rainbow-colored jets streamed from it, creating a white locket with a shamrock on it. Next to the locket was a 6-inch long wand with a shamrock on the top.
Why shamrock?
Because she's Irish.
So racist.
Yeah, it is, extremely.
It's not even a thing. It's just a shamrock. It's why.
He pointed to the locket first. This is your rainbow prism locket. It will glow the color of whatever crystal ye are near. It can also give you the power to change into Sailor Rainbow. Just say Rainbow Prism Power. Lydia mouthed the words to lock it in her mind, mumbled, got it, and picked up the locket. Well, what's that thing? She nodded to the wand. Your shamrock wand, she replied. Ye can use this to attack your enemies.
Yee!
Why can't we have the crazy old man in here?
I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. Hashtag end the suffering. Hashtag end my suffering.
Hashtag continue the suffering.
Hashtag please no.
Hashtag yes.
Hashtag why do you do this to me, Sid?
Hashtag because I can.
Hashtag that's cruel.
Hashtag I think this joke is going on longer than it should be.
Hashtag no. No, it hasn't.
Old man reads Sailor Rainbow. I'd watch the hell out of that. Me too.
Me three.
Let's see.
Your shamrock wand. Oh, you should take it. You know, and get this over with. End my suffering. As soon as you leave, I'm gonna go to Barcelona. Just get out of my house.
Okay, where was I? Madame Indigo handed her backpack with some clothes, pictures, and other things. You're already packed. I will come with you and I'll stay as long as you'd like. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, this fucking cat disappeared. Here's all your stuff. We're just going to go ahead and just ship you off right now.
Yep. Pretty much.
Thank you, Madame Indigo, Lydia said, placing her shamrock wand
Yes, Sailor Rainbow, Beth. Sailor Rainbow. Welcome back, by the way.
Oh, hi, Beth. Hash brown and no filter. And break the Kimmy Schmidt. If you haven't watched it yet, do. It's adorable. Okay.
Continue on, please, Sib.
I got distracted by chat. Oh, here we go. Shamrock wand in the backpack, and then strapping it around her shoulders. I'd rather not stay in this strange place on my own. I'll miss Ireland too much. I already do.
You're still in Ireland.
I know. Why? So shall I, lassie, Madame Indigo agreed. But this is destiny. Oh no, I'm late again. I'm so busted, Serena panted as she ran to school.
Sudden whiplash, we're going to a new scene.
That or Serena just happens to be right outside their house. Plus, it's so weird to see her name as Serena after being used to her being called Usagi.
I know, I still call her Usagi.
Can we just use the Japanese names?
Yes, we'll just use Usagi. Yes. Do you want me to continue on, by the way? I'm done eating.
Sure.
Will Birch is no more. The chocolate bunny has died. I'm sorry, chocolate bunny.
RIP.
R.I.P.
You will be missed.
Yeah.
2017 to 2017.
Okay, so I'm gonna restart from here then. Oh no, I'm late again. I'm so busted. Serena panted. I just can't. I just read along the line in my head. It's just like, you forgot to say Usagi.
Oh.
Usagi panted as she ran to school, her bag slung over her shoulder, and her long streamers of hair. Why would you call it streamers? Wishing back and forth, she jumped up the stairs and hurried down the hall to her first class. Sorry I'm late, she exclaimed as she opened the door and slammed it behind her. You don't announce that you're late, you go quietly to your seat.
Yeah, that's how she
especially in Japan.
Too.
Yeah.
She just tries to hide it.
Yeah, like, oh crap, I'm late. Sneak.
And it usually leads to hilarity because she's so bad at sneaking.
She's terribly clumsy. Glad you're finally able to join us, the teacher grunted, standing with her hands placed on the shoulders of a new student. Serena, Usagi blinked as she looked at the new student. She looked right back at Usagi in the same manner, as if they were buddies that have grown apart and then finally reunited.
Ugh.
This is going to hurt me even more than what I thought it was, isn't it?
Yeah, I love how these fan fictions just take foreshadowing as if it was a brick and continuously smash it into your face. Oh,
yes, I do
there
too.
There is a plus side, though.
There's a plus side?
With all the best friend moments that the writer here tries to have with Lydia and Usagi, it comes across more as romantic chemistry.
Oh, yes. Sorry. What did I just say? I'm sorry, I'm gay as fuck. Pardon my language. She looks so familiar to me, Usagi thought, staring at the new girl. Where have I seen her? You've seen her nowheres. This is the first time you've seen her. It's okay. It's okay, Usagi.
I mean, even when she met the other Sailor Scouts, she didn't have that long moment.
Yeah. The girl's reddish-orange braids came to her shoulders with green rubber bands at the end to secure them. Because she's Irish, she had a few freckles on her cheeks and arms, and her eyes were indigo. She wore a uniform matching Usagi's, except the skirt fell past her knees and was hunter green, and her bow was violet with a round lock with a shamrock. She had a petite and slender build. I heard.
I'm just skimming over and I see a line that I kind of want to go to YouTube. Is this a/fiction? I wish.
You may take your seat now, Usagi, the teacher said loudly, to break her out of her trance. Some people laughed. Usagi took her seat, the one next to Molly's. I forgot what the Japanese name is. Molly. Oh my god. I'm a terrible person. Molly.
Oh. What, her name in the original?
Yeah, my brain just...
I don't remember either.
How dare we?
Didn't have enough of a role, unfortunately. And she would have...
No, we're dealing with this right now.
But let's continue, shall we?
I must know her name. 1 second. Google, come on. Naru.
Oh, that's right.
Naru-chan, yeah. Naru Osaka.
Such a cute name.
Yee. Okay, so Naru-chan, yay.
We
As
really
I
don't have to stick to the Japanese names.
No, but I want to. They're my favorite.
Okay.
I'm going to try at least.
Fair enough.
As I had told you, Lydia is from Ireland, the teacher went on. I hope you will help her feel welcome. Lydia, take a seat behind Usagi. Ah, thank you. Lydia tripped and took the vacant seat behind Usagi. That hurts so much. I'm sorry. Usagi turned around her seat. Hi. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name's Jacksepticeye.
You forgot the whole whoopush.
I did.
Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and over here we're reading a bad fan fiction called Sailor Hit Rainbow Over the Rainbow.
May God help us all.
I was considering going over to YouTube just to pull up a sound clip for that.
You really should have. That would have been A+. Okay, top of the morning to you. Hassle with strength that? Nope. Lydia said. So you are really from Ireland, huh? Lydia smiled and nodded. It's beautiful over there. Miss it, huh? Lydia nodded. Lydia nodded. Okay. Yes, I do. You know, this might sound kind of strange, but Usagi, you can associate... I'm sorry, just like... I'm having such a problem right now. I don't know why. You can associate later, the teacher scowled. Let's start the lesson now, please. Yes, ma'am, Usagi mumbled, moving her path of vision to the teacher and the board. Throughout the class, Usagi and Lydia both wondered how and why they felt they knew each other. The bell rang, signaling for the students to go to their next class. Lydia stood up to put her math book in her backpack, carefully enough that Usagi didn't see her shamrock wand. I hate math, Lydia muttered. Oh, me too, Usagi exclaimed. Oops, my pencil. Her pencil rolled off her desk and she tried to reach for it. Here, Lydia picked it up and handed it to her. Thanks, Usagi said. I'm so clumsy. She giggled and picked it. Okay.
See, this is what I'm talking about. That doesn't sound like it's supposed to be written in Usagi's, clumsy behavior. No, but this sounds like a flirt.
No, it does. And I actually really like it. I'm just like, oh god, this is actually going to be a lot more fun.
See, I told you there was a plus side.
I hate when you're right.
Okay, continue.
Okay. I'm so clumsy. Sorry. She giggled and picked up the rest of her stuff. The two girls walked out of the room together. That's a nice brooch, Lydia. I like it. Why, thank you. Lydia blushed. Oh god, it is. Holding her hand on it. I don't. I like yours too. Where'd you get it? It was a present, Usagi said. Mine too, Lydia said. Serena blushed and rubbed her forehead. This might sound a little funny, but do I know you from somewhere? No, I don't think so, Lydia replied. I lived in Ireland all my life, and this is my first time from home. Yeah, Usagi said. Thought so. Sorry, you look so familiar to me. That's funny, Lydia smiled. I was thinking the same thing. Really? Phew. Usagi wiped her forehead. I thought it might just be me. Well, yeah, it was just me. Maybe we should know each other maybe we knew each other in another life or something. I know words. I can read. Perhaps, Lydia commented. Well, as far as I'm concerned, Usagi stated, stopping the hall and pulling at Lydia's shoulder to make her stop walking. I think this is the start of a beautiful friendship. She held out her hand for Lydia to shake. What the hell is my cat doing? I'm sorry. It just distracted me. Story time really quickly. But my cat just suddenly buried his face inside my blanket and made this little noise.
Aww.
Like he's frustrated. I'm sorry, cat son. It's okay.
Kitty's being cute. Yes.
He wishes for my attention. You can tell. Anyways. Well, it's a beautiful friendship. She held her hand for Lydia to shake. Lydia stared at it for a while, then to Usagi's eyes with a surprised and yet blank expression on her face, then smiled and shook Usagi's hand courteously. Usagi, I think so too. Yes, because that's exactly what Irish people say.
Isn't this a great fan fiction?
No. Well, kind of, because the blushing bits. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Pardon my language again. I'm losing myself. Hey, you want to do something after school? Usagi questioned. I can show you all the neat places and the hot guys here. Wow, Usagi. Would that even be canon? I don't think so.
Kind of fits in with the character they were trying to go for the English dub. I think it would be more in canon for her to say, instead of hot guys, all the good places to eat.
Yeah. It would have been much more canon for her to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'll appreciate that, Lydia said. Good, Usagi said. I'll meet you at the flagpole outside, okay? Sounds great. See you then. Lydia waited patiently at the flagpole for Usagi. Am I at the right flagpole? She asked herself as she checked her watch. She looked up and saw Usagi running down the steps. I'm so sorry, Usagi cried. I have some homework to finish. Quite all right. Usagi walked Lydia around town and showed her the sights. They stopped at the diner and then the comic book store. Cat's doing it again, sorry.
Do you need me to take over?
Nah, it's okay.
Lots of
I'm not going to call it goodbye. Usagi said, pointing at the comic at the window. Who's Sailor V? Lydia asked, sipping her milkshake. Get out! Usagi gasped. You don't know Sailor V? She almost dropped her ice cream cone. Well, should I? Yeah, I can't believe you never heard of her. Come with me, I want to show you the arcade. She grabbed her hand and dragged her to the arcade. Later, I'll introduce you to my friends. That sounds great, Lydia said. Thank you, Usagi. Still say you. Yeah? Hi, Usagi, Andrew said happily. Who's your friend? Oh, come on, Andrew. Oh, God. That's not going to do.
Okay, Sam, for some reason your audio sounds incredibly muffled.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm trying to fix that. I do not know what's up with my earphones today.
It's kind of hard to hear you.
Alright, hold on. Please take over then.
Well, you sound clear, it's just static.
Alright, well, let me try to fix this, so take over for a moment.
But you're good right now. I can hear you clearly.
But am I still kind of staticky?
Nope.
Okay.
But do you want me to take over?
Sure.
Oh, hey, Andrew, Usagi said. The name's Lydia, laddie. Lydia McGregor, Lydia exclaimed. She's an exchange student from Ireland, Usagi explained. Yeah, I thought so, Andrew mumbled. Come on, Lydia, Usagi said, pulling on her hand. You have to try the Sailor V game. There's a Sailor V game, too? She asked. Movies, too. Movies? They made movies of this person? Yup. She led her to the Sailor V game and let her use one of her own tokens to play. Now all you got to do is she began to tell Lydia how to play the game, but Lydia immediately picked it up. Oh hey, you're doing pretty well. And you said you never played this game. I haven't, Lydia said. Maybe you're just good at games, Serena guessed. Nope. I never played video games, Lydia admitted. I'm not much of a game player, you know. I just like to collect good luck charms and things like that. Hey, this is pretty fun. Good luck charms, huh? Serena said. So that's why you're having good luck with it. Just look at your score. You're even better than Amy, Serena exclaimed.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Beginner's luck beats out the logical mind of Amy. Or Ami.
It's Ami.
How do you do that? You can't have your Sue trump one of the characters like that unless you're specifically going for something. You know, like a special talent. And don't say luck is a special talent.
They're gonna say it.
Ugh. Oh, I will say one of the chapters, not exactly early on, it's just very rage-inducing.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have fun with that one.
Uh-huh.
Take off a few years of my life, you know?
Yes, it's fun. Luck of the Irish. Yeah, that's exactly what the author here was subtly going for, as you can tell.
Okay. Bye-bye. Please, continue.
Yes, I shall. Who? She's my brainy friend, she replied. Ami is studying to become a doctor. I'd like to meet her. Wow, it's him, shouted a girl frantically. Game Machine Joe. He's the best game player in the universe, commented some guy. Lydia felt some warmth in her chest and looked down to notice her brooch blinking red rapidly. Oh my goodness, she whispered.
I don't know why that's so funny to me. Just like the brooch, I'm imagining it's huge. She looks down and it's just like blinking all these colors, and she's like, "Oh, that's a thing."
I love how no one else notices this. If the brooch is the same size as Usagi's, that's pretty substantial.
Yeah. And especially if he isn't noticing it, like, that's not normal.
What's wrong, Lydia? Usagi asked. Lydia didn't answer. Instead, she stood up and started walking around the arcade. Did you hear someone say something about a guy? Lydia questioned. Best arcade game player? You mean Game Machine Joe? Yes, where is he? There where the crowd of people are, Usagi said, pointing to the stuffed animal machine. Why, think you can beat him at video games? She closed her eyes as Lydia approached Joe. Think again. It won't even be worth it? Lydia? Hey, where'd you go? As she started walking around to look for her, she felt a tug on her arm. There you are, meatballed head. Oh, what was... It must have still been Ray, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Japanese version. Ray
Yeah,
snarled.
I think so.
I had a feeling you'd be here. Huh? It never fails. Lita, it's been too long. I cannot remember the names.
I know.
Do you just want to stick with the English?
Yeah.
Because this is getting too difficult.
Yep, just stick with English, it's fine.
Which one was Lita, anyway? Wasn't she Sailor Jupiter?
I think so.
It never fails, Lita shook her head. You're always here. Hey, where's Andrew? We're supposed to have a meeting today, Amy said, with Luna in her arms. I forgot, Serena said. And I met a new friend. You've got to meet her. She's so awesome. Serena...
You've barely known her for like 5 hours.
Yeah, I don't think she's really done anything that qualifies as awesome.
Oh, the video game thing? Really? Like, come on.
If anything, you'd think Serena here would be jealous.
Yeah.
She cupped her mouth and looked in the direction Lydia went. Hey, Lydia! We can meet her later. Let's go, Ray muttered. Oh, fine, Serena frowned. I'll see her tomorrow in class. Lydia pushed herself through the crowd. The closer she got to him, the brighter her red brooch became. He's the carrier of the first crystal, the red crystal. I know it. I must get a look at him. I love how she automatically knows how this works, too.
I do, too. It's just... Whoa.
Oh, excuse me, Lydia said as she wiggled herself through the crowd. She looked down to the player. He had reddish-brown hair, blue eyes, and was wearing a blue cap backwards. He wore an
Such a rebel.
Well, it was the 90s.
I know.
He wore an orange jacket over a white shirt and blue jeans. He had black framed glasses. As he was playing the game, he touched the glass with his hand, and instead of getting just one toy, he got 2. Extraordinary, she thought. How did he get 2? Hello. So you must be Game Machine Joe.
Hello there. That's my line. I feel offended because that's my thing. I'm gonna have to change my stuff.
I was just reminded of the room. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
That's me, Game Machine Joe said dully. Sorry.
Dully.
Yeah, his eyes fixed on the screen. Her name's Lydia McGregor. I keep stumbling over because I'm laughing so hard at this.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, please. I'll look over at chat.
I know. Hello.
Hello.
The name's Lydia McGregor. It's nice to meet you. Say, I was wondering... Yeah, But I got to go now. He made another win and put the toys in a bag.
You know, Joe right now is my favorite character. He's dismissed her completely.
I know. With the bag filled with toys, Joe left. Everyone cheered and asked him how on earth he was able to do it. Sorry, I don't give out my secrets, Joe said, and left with the prizes. I'd better follow him, Lydia thought, and she went after him slowly. And also add stalking charges to my pending record. Any moment now, someone will be after him. Joe jumped over the side of what? And landed awkwardly. Smooth moves, Joey boy, he said to himself. A toy dropped from the bag and he picked it up with his telekinetic power. Oh, thought you could get away, didn't you? I found you a new home. Lydia gasped when she saw what he said.
Oh, in case
What?
you guys are wondering how come this feels so oddly structured, that's because this author likes to copy scenes directly from canon and not make any adjustments to them. So we're left with a very odd cluster of scenes with where she doesn't describe what's happening at all. So basically the author here expects you to either be reading this along with the show or just know the show so well.
I still just want to know what he jumped over.
I think it was a rail in the show.
Okay.
Because he was trying to be oh so cool.
He has a power, she thought as she hurried to him. Hey there, laddie. How did you do that? How did you do that? Are you following me? He demanded. I just want to know ye a little better, she said. So tell me, how are ye pick up that toy? I don't know, he said offhandedly. I just do. He started to walk down the street and she walked next to him. What do you want? I'm new here, she said. I'm from Ireland. I could tell by the accent, he muttered. Not polite, is he? Lydia thought to herself. Look, I just think it's sacred to walk in pairs of groups. It's broad daylight, he scoffed, and nothing weird ever happens here. I wouldn't be so sure, a voice cried. I need a moment.
Yeah.
Why? Dear God is right. But in all honesty, no, God had nothing to do with this. He wants us to suffer.
Grade A fanfiction, 10 out of 10.
And then...
Best game.
Best game. Best pick. Where was I?
It's broad daylight.
Oh, thank you. He scoffed, and nothing weird ever happens here. I would be so sure, a voice cried. I forgot how to say this name. Zoisit or something like that. I just remember the Japanese. Yeah, I just remember the Japanese names, and they just go by so quickly in my head, and I'm like, I'm not going to try to repeat that right now.
Just Zoe.
We'll call him Zoe. How about that?
Well, that kind of makes sense, because for those of you who aren't familiar with the Sailor Moon show or the manga, Zoe here was originally a man. But, they couldn't have that when bringing it over to America, so they changed it. And yes, in the Japanese versions, Zoe here was a man as well. Well, in the anime.
I love that's actually now going to be a thing.
Yes, in the newer version, they changed it back.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the dub that we first got, they changed his gender just because of the romance scenes that he has with Malachite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Malachite? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did 4Kids have anything to do with this? I don't think they did.
No, I don't think so.
I think it was before 4Kids, but it has their touches.
It has their fingerprints all over it.
Especially those horrible transitions.
Oh my god, I know.
They weren't even in the Japanese version.
They weren't. They were just thrown in there. Anyways, let's continue on.
Yes.
Because I still really want to do that Merrick and Bakura thing.
Yeah,
I was promised it.
Okay, how about this? I'll get through this chapter, and then we'll switch
Bad
over.
touch. Okay.
Since this is going a little longer than the others.
Yeah. It's too much for me.
Yeah,
it's too much.
We're almost at 40 minutes here, but it feels like a lot longer.
It does. It feels like I've been here for hours, just staring at the same thing, wondering in my head, why? Why has this happened to me? Okay, Zoe appeared in the air about 5 feet above him. Oh, from him, sorry. I wish he was above him, though. What the? Joe asked. Come on, we've got to get out of here. Lydia grabbed Joe's hand and turned around, running as speedily as she could. Maybe we should split up, he said. No, we must stick together, Lydia yelled. You can't run away, Zoe shouted, running after them. What's going on? Joe wondered out loud. How could this happen to me?
Made my mistakes.
Oh, copyrighted.
I'm faded away.
You can't run away, Zoe shouted. What's going on? She's after you, laddie. Me? Why? He inquired. Because you've got something she wants. Oh.
Okay, how old is
Zoe
this kid?
does fit. Oh, wait, I see what you just did there. Get out of this chat room. Get out of this live stream.
What?
Nothing.
What did I do?
How old is he?
Oh, yes. I thought that's where you were going.
No. No, my thing was, the gender was corrected in this.
Oh.
I may live in the gutter, I may have a permanent residence there, but not all the time am I in the gutter.
He's after her
He's after her lucky charms. Alright, anyways. Right you are, said Zoe, appeared in front of them. Now, boy, just hold still and it will be over soon. Go away, Lydia hissed, standing in front of him. Her arms stretched out to the sides. Lydia, maybe you should go and get help, Joe said. Hurry. But Lydia protested. Yes, girl, go on and go, Zoe insisted. You can't stop me. Then I'll find someone who can, Lydia hissed as she got out of sight. Sailor Rainbow! She could hear Zoe laughing as she used the black homing crystal to take the red crystal from Joe. His screaming was just too much for the petite Irish girl to take. I can't let him see me transform. All right, she said, looking at her pocket and holding her hand over her head. It's time to see what this wee thing can do. Well, no. We. Also, cat. Rainbow prism power.
Pause.
Please.
I gotta love how great of a person Sailor Rainbow is here. Instead of, blowing her cover immediately and just trying to save this guy, no, she runs away, lets him transform in a painful manner. Could be risking his life. She doesn't know.
Yep.
And it's just like, nope, he's good.
Yep, everything's fine. Fantabulous.
We've got a little bit left, and I don't want to wear you out, so I'll just read this next paragraph here with the info dump on clothing.
Okay, do it.
And you gotta love how she describes it just as if we were watching it in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Her fingernails were magically painted white, and then she was surrounded by multicolored swirls. As she twirled around, 7 different colored ribbons appeared on her arms, torso, and legs, creating her fuku. Her fuku was more colorful than the other scouts, with a red vest, a black flap, and a violet skirt. Both of her bows were indigo. Green, clover-like boots reached her mid-thighs, and her 3-section sleeves were the primary colors, with red being on the top stripe, yellow the middle, and blue the bottom. The 3 stripes on her glove bands were the secondary colors, orange, green, and violet. A white choker appeared on her neck, decorated with a shamrock. A golden tiara with a diamond as the gem appeared on her forehead, with earrings to match. Her braids lifted up on the top side of her head with white ribbons and diamond ties, and the bottom to secure her braids. A rainbow formed in the background with clouds at the end, and then shamrocks surrounded her on the ground. She stood with clenched fists.
Why?
God, I haven't seen an info dump that bad since minor life. But looking over to the chat, nobody cares what Bonnie is wearing.
A rainbow formed in the background with clouds at the end with shamrocks surrounding her on the ground, which she stood with clenched. Why, though?
She has to make it just like the show, and I guess she doesn't realize that those visuals are just for the audience, that they're not actually happening. But in this fanfiction, guess what?
They're actually happening. And I don't think you did TF, actually. I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah, I don't think so either. The only video I recall with Ebony here is Crying Friends.
Okay, anyways, continuing on. She turned and picked up the top of a trash can to look at her reflection. Not bad, she said with a grin as she gasped at her high, tight, and swirlish pigtails. It was going to take some getting used to after wearing her hair in looser braids. What the? Oh, they look too girly. She tossed it aside. Well, I've got work to do anyways. She walked out of the alley and approached Zoe. Stop! You're too late, girl. The first crystal is mine, Zoe said as it peered in front of his chest. What?
I'm guessing that Sailor Rainbow here took so long that the crystal was yanked out of Joe and is now floating right in front of Joe's chest.
Or they just turned Zoe back into a guy.
Probably. I don't know.
Tossel's idea. Come to me now. It started to float to her hand, but an orange cat jumped out of nowhere, catching it in his mouth. Lucky, there ye are, Sailor Rainbow shouted. Lucky frolicked to her and dropped the crystal in her hand. Frolicked. Let's just marvel at my English there for a moment.
I'm just trying to picture this serious scene. You've got a poor civilian who is now going to turn into a monster, probably passed out from pain.
Yeah.
And the cat just frolics over to her.
La la la. Yeah. Give it, Zoe yelled. I don't think so, lassie. Sailor Rainbow protested. Lassie. God. Who are you and where are the other Sailor Scouts? Zoe demanded. I don't know where they are, Sailor Rainbow retorted, clutching the red crystal and pointing her finger at Zoe. But I am here to make sure these crystals don't fall in dirty hands like yours. I am Sailor Rainbow, and I'm going to kick your bloody arse. Also, arse is misspelled here.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a word that should be in this universe.
No.
Also, bloody, it's pretty serious.
Yeah, bloody is a curse word, basically.
I would think it would hold the same status in Ireland?
Yes. Oh, hold on, let me think on a moment. Yeah. With family there. I think in some places it doesn't, in some places it does have the same meaning.
But she comes from a place where there's mostly farmlands.
So it may have the same meaning. It may. I don't know. Excuse me, by the way. So unprofessional. I burped.
We are done with chapter 1.
I'm closing this tab. No more. I'm just letting myself have a moment. And just crying on the inside. Actually, let me sit up a tiny bit before we go and continue more things. Alright, there you go. What even is this story? I don't know. Actually, K knows what's going on.
What even is this story?
Yeah.
It sounds more like a self-insert than anything.
Yeah.
But, believe it or not, this fan fiction was regarded as the most well-written Sailor Rainbow to exist. At least, at the time. So, this was considered one of the better rainbow sailors that were parading about. But, in later chapters, well, the author here was trying to go for a specific pairing that was not working. Remember for those of you who caught our last bad fanfic corner with the Nightmare Before Christmas, you know how a lot of people
the Princess of Shadows?
Well, yes, but you know how a lot of people are very defensive when it comes to Jack and Sally?
Yes.
Well, people are 10 times more defensive when it comes to Serena and Darien.
Yes.
Or Sailor Moon Tuxedo Mask. Hell,
My
the
first
story
OTP.
would not exist if that pairing did not exist either.
Truth.
So, author here tried to set up something, and it did not go well. So, at the last moment, she backpedaled, because I'm not sure of the author's gender here. They backpedaled, and needless to say, we could see a lot of those hints.
Yeah.
But you still gotta love how they failed to write just a platonic relationship with Serena here. And it's coming across as a very interesting introduction to a pairing. So,
okay.
While we're waiting for this next part, let's switch over scenes. I'm not gonna mess with the chat, so just enjoy this screen here.
So wait, what are we doing again?
You wanted to do a chapter or something of, well, I guess we can't right now. You wanted to do like a chapter with the American Bakura voices?
Yes, because I'm a fake shipper, and I'm a terrible person. And I adore how we are able to do it so easily.
Oh gosh, it's been a while since I've done the Bakura voice.
I know, it has been a long time. No, your Bakura's voice is fine.
Eric's a lot better. I'll just take pride on that one conversation I had at, oh god, what was the site where you can randomly connect to someone who shares the same interests?
No, not Omegle. No, yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was Omegle. And had this long RP session. Oh gosh, that was a glorious.
With another Merrick?
Yes, it was beautifully written.
It was beautifully written.
I wonder if I even have that file on here.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, that'd be interesting to read. Maybe another time.
Yeah, you'd have to probably send me the stuff if you want me to help you read it.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Well, actually, since we have more people in chat, should we have them choose what we read as American Bakura?
Sure.
Alright.
I'll let you handle that because I'm just trying to go through stuff in my documents to see what I've got.
That's okay. 1 second, guys. Let me pull up my fanfiction list that Kay and then myself made. So, 1 moment, please. And if I can have everyone's attention, that'd be great, so I can have people help me. Alright.
Have it.
That's okay. So, for you all to choose, I have I can't believe I'm saying this, a Phantom of the Opera fanfic, or the Furlough Freak Back to the Frollo fanfic, which is a Hunchback of Notre Dame fanfic. We can read either of these as American Bakura, like the first chapter or so. Or whatever really catches our fancy while we're looking at it and be like, oh yeah, this would be perfect for them. Or? You have an or?
Pull up Little Karibo's fanfiction.
Oh god. And the thief shipping is so strong. Okay. Or the Little Karibo fanfic. What do you guys think? Between a Phantom of the Opera fanfic, a Hunchback of Notre Dame Disney version fanfic, or an actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Fanfic.
And now, I should look up the Hunchback fic I had found for. Okay, please do.
Okay.
We'll definitely have to look over that.
Not for use today. Oh yeah, I know. Phantom of the Opera. That's what Alice votes. Honestly, I just saw that coming.
Which Phantom of the Opera one? The same one we had pulled aside for today?
Yeah, the Pharaohs of the Darkness.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of interesting to try to do American Bakura when you have Yugi being shipped with all of his other versions.
Oh my god, that's true. Sure, why not?
You're going to have to really help me out here with this because
you're clueless. Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, I know. I remember. Yes, I would like to save this. All right, you have the link still, right?
Yep, I still have the tab pulled up.
Okay, I'm going to pull up the tab then.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Feel wonderful. Would you like to read the summary of the story?
Okay, just give me a moment here.
I'm so excited. By the way, the American Bakura that we really do is the Little Karibo American Bakura. So if you guys don't know who that is, please go search him up because
that's
wonderful.
Why I was suggesting the fan fiction specifically where that's being made into a visual novel.
Yes. Oh, I should actually get my glasses for this. I haven't been wearing them. That's a bad Sam. That's a very bad Sam. Shame me. Okay. Oh, my glasses are scratched.
That's not great.
No, it's not. I don't know how. I haven't dropped these. Oh well, I can still see through them.
Okay, it's a one-shot. Yu-Gi-Oh! goes Phantom of the Opera. Yami and Atem, I can't remember how to pronounce these names. As the
We'll try our hardest.
What?
We'll try our hardest to pronounce them.
I know, I've just been so used to reading the manga.
I know.
Yami and Atem has the Phantoms. Yuki as the Rising Star Singer. I hope you enjoy this a lot.
I scrolled through. Oh my god. I'm just imagining Bakura's voice and him just stopping going, what the freak? Okay.
Oh gosh, yeah. Okay, as I've said, I've done a performance of Phantom of the Opera, which is amazing, and anyone who hasn't seen it hasn't lived. It's official. The songs are amazing, the music is magnificent. I can go through all the adjectives in the world to describe it, but it won't be enough. Andrew Lloyd Webber is a genius. Please enjoy I Don't Own Phantom.
His name actually has 2 L's.
worship it and respect it too much to even attempt to think about plagiarizing it. Worshipping.
Oh no. TF found the fic.
I've had to change some of the song words so that my changes will fit, but hopefully you'll accept and work around those.
Oh god, we may have to sing.
No.
I'm just gonna speak.
Yeah, because there is no way I can do singing. Especially not in a Bakura voice, and especially since I don't know the songs.
That's perfectly fine.
Oh, the fanfiction link was sent through my Tumblr.
Woo!
Oh.
Alright. I do not like how you said oh. There's laughing. Guys.
This is going to be great.
And he's off again. Using the box.
It was updated not too long ago.
Trust me, it's bad.
It's
I do trust you, TF.
Perspective.
Oh my god. Send me the link, please.
Oh god.
When you have a chance.
Just a quick bit of it. I guess they are talking to Frollo, who says, "You're a gypsy, a witch, a monster. I am not." I stomped my foot. What is it with these people and their stereotypes? Who told you that that we were? Have you ever met one? Oh no, it's not talking to Frollo. Oh no.
If it is, my hand is resisting the urge to facepalm.
I don't know who the character here is talking to. I'm just glancing through. But that line alone. Oh, this is definitely one we need to read.
It physically hurts me already.
But it's okay. You know why?
Pegasus is in this story.
What? Oh yeah,
I'm reading through. I'm sorry.
But you know what? No matter how bad this particular fanfiction gets, not the one we're about to read, but the one that TF sent, it just means that we can return the favor.
True. We have several that we can return the favor to. And I'm excited for all of them.
Well, Sam, I'm going to let you start off this fanfiction here.
Okay. I'm not sure if I should start off with the Merrick voice or just leave it for Merrick speaking. What do you think?
How do we decide who is who? Oh, Merrick is in here.
Yes. Yes, he is. I think I may just read it as Merrick completely. So let me drink really quickly. I'm sorry, by the way, guys, that this is taking so long. I almost spat all over my computer there for a second. It's don't! My brother can do so much better at that. Alright. I'm trying to get into character because I'm still technically in darts from just split-seconding there.
I can't believe they took away his magical changing hair in the newer episodes.
They did?
Yep, it was all temporary dye. He's just a natural turquoise.
No!
The newer episodes are amazing, though.
I'm very glad to hear that. I'm sorry, I'm trying very hard to get into the character because I'm still in dots mode.
It's okay.
Okay, no, I think I may actually just leave that for Merrick. Balon led two new faces through the crowd backstage. As you can see, we're putting the final touches to the latest house production of Fate's intervention, he said, gesturing to the chaos around them. He reached the front of the hall and smiled at the cast and crew he knew very well. He waved at them, all good-naturedly. Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention quickly? He shouted. The composer, Alistair, hit the drum next to him loudly, and the noise vanished. Valon nodded at his old friend. Thank you, sir. Please forgive this interruption. Alistair nodded before getting his next score of sheet music. Valon smiled at the many faces. I'll be brief. For some time now, there has been rumors of my early retirement. I can now tell you that these are all true. The crew began to whisper, and the cast looked on mournfully. Valon shook his head fondly. And I can now introduce you to two gentlemen who now own this opera house, Lord Darts and Lord Pegasus. Yes, I now own an opera house. Pegasus looks at all the pretty boys. He gestures to the two well-dressed and smart-looking men he had with him. Pegasus had a patch over his eye, and yet had a very lacy French sense of style. Yes, he did. He had a great deal of cheerfulness glowing. Pegasus. I'm sorry, glowing from him. His large smile was very comforting. Darts looked sour, but respectful. It's like they swapped personalities. He had less flamboyant clothing, and he seemed to be the seriousness of the duo. What of the duo? Why would you put seriousness there?
I know that they're referring to the canon characters, but it's impossible not to imagine the abridged version.
It's impossible. Like, seriously, guys, little credo. Best stuff. Ishizu, thank you. Walked forward after a moment. What are my cats doing? Holy shit. They literally just moved the cat tree and stared at it as if it's demon.
They're protesting.
They are. Ishizu walked forward after a moment. Please stand to one side, sirs. We are in the middle of a scene. We can properly introduce once we have finished this number. She moved them to one side and nodded at Alistair. Ishizu was a young woman with long black hair and rare blue eyes, especially in this part of the world. She was in charge of the chorus and the dancers. She had been a promising dancer herself, but an unfortunate mishap in her youth had ruined one of her ankles. She forever walked with a cane to lean on now, like an elderly woman. Yes, she used the cane to get attentions and hit those who were being stupid. That's almost basically like Madame Geary, who is basically that person. But she stopped in the book because she had her daughter. So, meh.
It seems like all this person did was just take the Yu-Gi-Oh character names
and threw them down here.
Yeah, because this isn't in character with the Shizu.
Yeah. Valen stood to one side to watch and saw the interest of the two gentlemen spike when the belly dancers and the temple priestesses came onto the stage. Pegasus' eyes rose when a young boy danced past him. Like I said, he's paying attention to all the pretty boys. I say, who's this talented young man? My brother, sir, Ishizu said over her shoulder. Malik Ishtar. He has good discipline and is a promising dancer. Yet I won't promote him too much because he's often oversleeps and misses his cues. She tapped her cane in the time of the music as her brother began to dance in front of the stage with his group. Dancers' costumes were shorts under white kilts and little collars like the pharaohs, which hung lots of beads and metal coins. Same for the kilts. Malik was a belly dancer, among other things. Yes, among many other things.
He has to show off his midriff.
Yeah, well, of course, it's sexy. Dart saw another boy playing the character of a temple priest, one of the minor singers. And this one, interesting coloring. The boy they had spotted white-skinned and white hair and large brown eyes. Dylan answered as she was concentrating on the dancers. I'm sorry. Beautiful. Yes. I'm just gonna say Bakura because I can't call him any other name. I know, but I just need to call him Bakura. Ryu Bakura, sirs, comes from a family of former Luna slaves, but has a beautiful voice, even if it's a bit quiet. He has also shown lots of talent for acting, as you can see. Yukimoto, he sounded and half snapped. Concentrate, boy. She saw him move out of time, and that could not do on final rehearsal day. Bow, 1 and 2 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 4. She hit Kane on the floor to get him back in rhythm. The youth jumped and moved back in time with his peers, as if he'd never had a mistake. Malik looked at him in confusion. Oh boy. Yugi, what is the matter? He asked as they spun around. Yugi never made mistakes. Yugi just shrugged helplessly, let his body flow in time with the music. Darts blinked. Moto? Interesting last name. No relation to the advisor in the Pharaoh's court, I take it. Balon chuckled. Well, yes, actually. Oh, God. Why does this happen to me?
You know, we should have glanced over this first.
We should have. He's Shimon's youngest grandson, and you know that advisors can only have one ward, and I went to his older cousin, the Lady May, but you...
My
brain stopped. Apparently. But Yugi wished to make his name in the theater, and so we happily took him in. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be say, but okay. We've all grown fond of him. He's a magnificent dancer. The tri-haired boy's talent shined as they spoke. Not as good as me, you know.
I'm just trying to picture this in the original style, well, art style.
I'm already down to my last water bottle. I don't know what to think.
We're not even halfway through this chapter.
I know. Finally, the chorus marched on and sang the end number, the high notes sung by the very famous diva Tia. Oh my God, Tia, it fits you. And the lows by her betrothed. Oh my God. Yes. As the song ended, Balon applauded. Wonderful. You all do well tonight. Gentlemen, please allow me to introduce you to the star. I just can't. I just hear Tia's voice from Little Cream. And I just hear her screaming. Oh my God, help me.
Ushio. The guy with the thick eyebrows that was just...
Yes.
They rehashed for the motorcycle series.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anyways, please allow me to introduce you to our star, Tia Mitsaki, our lead soprano for 5 seasons now. Pegasus at once moved forward and to take her hand. The woman was rather scrawny with brown hair, blue eyes, and tan skin, but she wasn't pretty, but she did have some talent, so they kept her in the theater. Pegasus kissed the back of her hand. Of course, I've witnessed all your greatest performances. Balon chuckled, and her companion, Mr. Ushio, answered. We just went over this name too. Why? Darts nodded at him. It's an honor, sir. He bowed slightly. Indeed, Ushio. Wait, was that the guy, when they were doing, like, you know, the UC thing, and it was the motorcycle guy that he's like, I came, to the city thing? No?
Have you seen any of Little Karibo's Season 0 dubs?
No, I haven't yet. I've been wanting to, but I haven't.
Okay, well, long story short, Ushio was supposed to be in the very original draft. He was the bully, essentially.
Oh.
When they rewrote it, they cut his character, and he became a police officer in the whole thing with Yusei.
Okay.
So he's got the dark black hair with the middle part and the thick eyebrows.
Okay.
I mean, just do a Google search. You probably will recognize his character.
Intermission for Google search.
And I'm just gonna put this up so I can rearrange my screens.
Oh my god.
That's why I'm so
It's you.
confused.
It's you.
Ushio.
Ushio.
Out of everyone.
Yep.
And at least bring back the freaky fish guy. TF is okay? Yes.
Okay, do you want me to continue while you're still doing stuff?
I am switching back anyway, so we're good.
Okay.
So, quick question. When do you want to bring in the voices? I'm not quite sure if it's going to work with this fan fiction.
That's true. So shall we change to something else then?
Maybe. That's kind of why I suggested let me switch back to the other screen, so prepared. That's kind of why I suggested the little Kribo one, because it's them.
Yeah.
I can pull that up if you're interested.
Yeah, because I don't
do something else not related to the Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know if I'll be able to do the voices in this, actually. Like, I think the only thing I can really do, honestly, besides the little Kribo stuff, would probably be Back to the Furlough. Mm-hmm. But honestly, the Back to the Furlough part that I want to do, do you know the part?
No.
Hold on, let me get to it. Oh god, yep, it's chapter 2. Oh, Back to the Furlough. Yeah.
Some of the. Now this is the little Kribo fanfiction.
Also, guys, so sorry we keep jumping back and forth.
Usually we're a little more prepared.
Be prepared.
I don't know if
Not
I should
like
change
us.
the card and the title of this.
No, I think it's okay. American Picard, go down. Oh god.
So that's an option. I'm gonna have to use the sleep? Okay. Well, thank you for joining, TF.
Yes, thank you, TF.
Okay, Sam,
have sweet dreams and stuff.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. God, I'm reading over the little Kribo thing and I forgot how much this is fantastic.
Then we'll read that one.
Secret Artist. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that thing then. It's okay, TF. If you ever want to listen to us do the thing, then just come listen to us do the thing. Because this is recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me take down the Skype window really quick.
Hey.
And switch screens.
Oh god, there's that word again. But this time it's not used into a proper sentence, so I shall allow it.
What? What word?
Yeah.
Oh.
Night.
Okay. So you were reading. I'll take over.
Okay. Keep hydrated. Keep hydrated, kids.
American Picor Go to Censor Town by Little Kribo. Chapter 1. Desert winds threaten to ruin Bacora's perfectly blend of wild, immaculated hair immaculate hair as the crooning melody of Horse with No Name surrounded them and gave poetry to their escape. Behind them, the remains of the old hideout clattered and burned in the endless sun. Smoke still itched at his nostrils. What is that?
Erased.
Erased and irritating. While beside him, Merrick leaned forward in the driver's seat and cackled, also irritating, like they hadn't almost been blown sky high. The idea of being blown alongside Merrick wasn't distasteful to him, although given the context, that of an explosion device secreted with a Fox Christmas present delivered to them by a long-dead Egyptian pharaoh, he couldn't say that he enjoyed it nearly as much as he would the other. They made it to the Merrick-mobile, which unlike the Mocha-mobile, actually existed, and was a sleek pink 1963 Cadillac with no
Vintage.
top and an engine that had seen far better days, and careened through an exit marked with the words secret area. At least, it was meant to say that, but Merrick had ran out of space while painting the steel doors. Instead, it merely read, Secret Air. And when questioned, Merrick would explain that it was a thought-provoking statement. Secret R? He would ask them, his voice pitching up awkwardly as if expecting them to finish the grammatically obtuse sentence. Towards the end of their all-too-brief tenure, someone had crudely drawn an S between the R and E, causing it to take on a whole new meaning.
Okay. Secret Oz.
Merrick had blurted at the following meeting.
Okay, which of you Osses secretly put their secret Oz on my rear entrance?
Bakura grinned. It was a sterile thing. The way you'd smile remembering someone who used to bully you getting expelled. It was gratifying, but it was a gift that came attached with so many painful ribbons that it made your mouth eventually recede into a thin, glum line the more you dwelled on it. Of course, Zombie Boy was blamed. He took the fall for all Bakura's tricks, but Zombie Boy was long gone, and with him, it seemed, their hideout. Let's see. The car wasn't making much progress, although the way Merrick was behaving, you'd think they were reenacting the pod race sequence from Star Wars. Had Merrick been even remotely cultured, Bakura would have compared it to the chariot scene from Ben-Hur. But no, Merrick was definitely Anakin, and this was definitely Tatooine, and Bakura was the reluctant Liam Neeson, wishing he had never even been cast in this dreck.
Oh, God. Do you want me to continue?
Yes, please.
Something fell from the sky and exploded in the road ahead. Nothing significant, just a puff of smoke and noise. But of course, Bakura found himself being hit in the face with the charred remains of whatever it was. He reached up and wiped the mess from his eyes, holding up the last few pages of what was once a poorly fashioned scrapbook named The Tome of Villainous Art Achievements. He remembered this, their first evil council session. This one, it had just been the two of them before they set up all the invitations. Or rather, before Merrick sent out all the invitations. Bakura was content to just relax on the couch and watch him work, pretending to listen to the words coming from his mouth, but instead simply enjoying the way his tongue moved across the stamps as he placed them on their respectful lavender envelopes. Simpler times, of course, when Merrick was involved, simplicity came naturally. La 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 la. Merrick blurted as the song began to fade into static. Bakura grimaced. Somehow the static had more of a tune to it. Okay, I think this is Merrick speaking. I like road trips. We should be filming this, Bakura. It would make for a great movie. Think of the hijinks. Or like low jinks. Bakura remembered all too vividly what happened last time they attempted to shoot a film together.
I'm not trying to.
I'm
trying not to.
He leafed through the half pages from the barely constituted I can't speak. I know words, people. Constituted a scrapbook and found a picture of the two of them with their arms around each other. Bakura noticed less pale in his cheeks, and Merrick, well, had anybody seen the picture, they would have insisted Merrick looked drunk. He would have told them that was just Merrick. No, alcohol necessary. This was the moment when they had decided to put their differences aside and work as a team. For all the hate and cruelty Bakura was capable of, when Merrick had asked him to be his BFF, he couldn't say no. Never could, of course. He had assumed one of the letters in BFF stood for something far more lewd, and it wasn't the letter B. 10 out of 10. The car lurched as it ran over something that looked like a half of a couch cushion, all chewed up and riddled with everyday shrapnel. But Bakura snuck the photo into his pants pocket, and they gradually crawled all the way up to 50 miles per hour, and Merrick was hollering something about selling DVDs of their exciting road trip, as though the whole thing had been planned in advance, like he was enjoying their almost obliteration and felt it would be marketed. And on the cover, it would be me, surrounded by European girls, who are like, wow, Merrick described, moving his left hand across the filthy windshield in a short arc, as if to behold some miracle of nature, like a field of naturally occurring candy canes. Merrick would have liked that image. That guy certainly is attractive to me, and maybe one of them will have, like, really big boobs. Not even sexy, it's just amusing because they're enormous. Have you ever seen Mario Bitch?
No,
Neither have I, Merrick cut him off. But I hear some of the girls on that show, man. Some of those girls have problems.
Really?
With their breasts, sometimes. Merrick was losing control of his train of thought. When he stammered, it was like watching someone trying to lasso a charging rhinoceros. Words come out of mouth. They speak. Hold on, let me drink. Obviously panicked, and yet he seemed to think he knew what he was doing. Like some kind of freak show. It's totally offensive. We should watch it, Bakura.
So, am I on?
We should get married. He's so on about this. We should get Mario Bitch to be our road trip movie, Merrick declared. Bakura ignored him and continued.
So, am I on the DVD cover, or am I not as important as some European girl's chest?
Was Merrick's nonplussed reaction. Something told Bakura that Merrick hadn't expected him to take the idea so seriously. There obviously wasn't going to be a DVD or large-breasted women, European or otherwise, but Merrick's brain waves tend to take on a life of their own. It was the first time Bakura seemed remotely invested, at least by the notion of promotional art. Maybe you could be Mary's sidekick.
Couldn't he be my sidekick?
Bakura asked, reaching down and thumbing the radio's ancient switches, hoping to get some sound out of it that didn't make him apprehensive about the possibility of a creature from straight out of Silent Hill game showing up. True.
I mean, at least let me be a main character in our own movie.
It's a road trip movie, Bakura. Merrick chided, not even watching the road anymore. There was literally nothing or nobody around for miles. That's why they chose the location for their secret hideout in the first place. Desolation. That, and Merrick wanted to someday build the world's first life-size sandcastle. I love him. It just hit me. The first life-size sandcastle. He'd managed to build part of the moat, which really only involved a lot of digging and cursing, before he gave up and decided to just build lots of very little ones. Through the rear view mirror, Bakura could see them receding into the horizon. At least not everything was destroyed. They still had Sandcastle City. It's not about the characters, it's about the journey.
That's rather profound.
Bakura remarked.
For you, I mean.
And the vehicles, Merrick added, deflating Bakura's prior response. It's all about the car we're driving and how much rubber we can burn.
I think we burned more than enough rubber for one day,
said Bakura, slapping his arm across the metal frame of the door beside him and turning to look back at the brain suddenly turns off on Sam. Decimated hole where there once was a hideout. As he watched the whole thing collapse in a plume of oddly purple smoke, there was a flash and a crack, and something big and metal whizzed past them at ludicrous velocity. Bakura turned to watch it slam violently into the side of a rock shaped like someone's head, giving the hook 'em horn sign. His expression never shifting from that of indifference and recognition. Help me.
I'm trying to see where you are. There was a flash and a crack, and something big and metal whizzed past them at ludicrous velocity. Bakura turned to watch it slam violently into a side of a rock shaped like someone's hand giving the hook, the hook-em horn sign, his expression never shifting from that of indifference, and recognized at once their old microwave, the source of many a hasty meal. It was either that or an order from the local kebab shop, situated approximately 200 miles away. The bill was always enormous, but fortunately all their delivery boys were called Steve, one of the few times Merrick's powers provided useful, amongst other things. Bakura wondered to himself how the Pharaoh had been able to deliver a bomb to their secret base of operations. After all, they didn't technically have an address. The invitation had simply read, "Take a right at the bush that looks like Stan Bush and follow the sound of 80s music until you find it." Merrick had insisted that everyone would know what he was talking about. Then they spent the next week or two just playing the touch on a non-stop blaring loop through the loudspeakers installed within the tomb's outer facade, just waiting. After all was said and done, Bakura decided to just call a few people behind Merrick's back and give them more specific directions, allowing Merrick to believe that his cryptic series of clues had been what actually caused the council to converge. All Bakura needed to tell them was head to the kebab shop and follow the delivery boy who has a sort of glazed look in his eyes. And within the next 12 hours, they were all plotting to overthrow Yugimoto in between mouthfuls of Indian food. Yet the Pharaoh didn't have any problem delivering a package to somewhere in Egypt, as the subtitles would very often describe. Perhaps that was the problem. As a main character, that pasty, deep-voiced twat was able to bend the rules to his advantage wherever it suited. The ability to read subtitles could have easily been amongst his fourth-wall-breaking repertoire, and while the word "somewhere in Egypt" could have feasibly pointed to any given location, odds were that the Pharaoh's will would be done. He had played one too many card game with the bloke to think otherwise. It was pointless to even challenge the guy. So why did he? Why did he even team up with a whole host of villains to try and overthrow someone who was just so damn unoverthrowable? He knew it was a fruitless exercise, a waste of everyone's time. No one in their right mind would think otherwise.
"Hey, Bakura,"
Merrick interrupted his inner dialogue. Bakura turned to see the boy wearing a pair of sunglasses that sufficiently hid the vacant, childlike manner in his violet eyes, to the point that he actually looked somewhat mature and, Bakura swallowed, handsome.
No, sorry. We're on a mission from God.
Bakura slumped down in his seat, folding his arms awkwardly about his lap looking off to the horizon, where the sun was trying to hide its slowly reddening face. He closed his eyes and tried to think of things that didn't involve Merrick's bare shoulders or midriff, or filling his own lips among them. Yet another fruitless exercise, yet another waste of time. Nobody in their right mind indeed.
Hey.
Okay, we've been going on for about an hour and 30 minutes now.
Okay.
Do you want to continue?
That was fun.
Or do you just want to call it?
Honestly, call it, and next time let's be a bit more prepared.
Yeah, this was a bit of a train wreck.
It was, but it was an interesting train wreck.
But you know what? I still have time tonight. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just play one shot.
Okay.
I think I might be getting close to the end.
Yeah, I think so too.
Honestly, unfortunately, TF had to call it a night.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see her reactions in chat as well.
No, but me, I shall be there.
Oh, absolutely. That I'm also
Only in
excited
chat,
for.
though.
Though I have the feeling you already know what happens.
I may.
You watched Markiplier's playthrough, didn't you?
Totally not. No, I didn't do that. What are you talking about?
Don't spoil.
I would never spoil.
I know. But I feel like it still needs to be said. Either way. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. I am so sorry this is a mess.
I'm not.
Yeah, we did get some good moments out of it.
And I have noticed that I now need to work on my miracle voice, especially late at night. Because who knows, I may need it late at night. And not go into doubts.
Gosh, I feel like Brad needs to join us in on this for voices.
Find a good enough fanfic that he will come into, and he will do it. Because, our brother Brad, he is super good at all of the little Kribo voices. So, you know, and any voice really in general. So, you know.
Yeah, it's just gonna take a matter of convincing.
Oh no, he'll probably be really easy to convince. He's just like, oh god, bad fanfictions.
Yeah, I mean with a bad fanfiction.
I'll probably have to make him pancakes. That's probably going to be the thing that will get him over.
I still
Okay,
have
though.
white chocolate chips.
Bring them.
Okay, but again, thank you guys for joining this. We will be back soon enough. I want pancakes as well, Alice. Thanks a lot, Sam. Now I want
You're welcome.
pancakes. I have waffles.
Nothing comes close to my pancakes, though.
I know. The best I can do right now is frozen waffles.
You're welcome.
I hate you.
I know.
But we will be back to this as soon as we can find a better collection.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we'll pick up Princess of Shadows again.
Probably.
But then again, weekend's coming up and we will have TF with us to read My Inner Life.
God save our souls. Oh, wait, he's not going to do that.
I'm looking forward to, and you guys should too, because it's one hell of a wild ride.
It is. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry that it was rather boring and dull, and I really wanted to keep shipping. Because I'm not sorry.
It's a classic ship. You can't go wrong with thief shipping.
No, you can't.
But thank you again, Sam, for joining me.
No problem. I enjoy joining you and making people suffer.
Thank you for everyone who has joined us along in the chat.
Yep.
And I am going to call the stream here. I guess anyone who wants to join in about... might start it up immediately, I don't know. Might give me about 5 minutes or so. To start up one shot, I will be continuing that with the finale. And we'll see where that goes. Anyways, I will see the rest of you guys a little later on. Sam and I will be back again for reading during this weekend.
Yep. See you guys later.
Yeah, well...
I will try not to die until this weekend.
Oh.
But I am technically a ghost if you see my icon, so... I may be dead already.
We can do with that.
Yeah. Please don't resurrect me. I'm enjoying death.
But anyways, take care, guys.
Bye.